Evening, everybody. Hello, hello. Happy New Year to you all. I'm just checking that we're live and I can see you all, so just bear with me a moment. I think we're all good. Yeah, we are all good here. So hello to everyone who's joining me live and on the replay. Happy hello to you all. Happy 2025. It's my first live of 2025 of the new year, and it's the 6th of January. It actually feels like Christmas was a really long time ago. We've gone back to school today in this house, or two of us have. The little one goes back tomorrow, and it just feels like Christmas was just ages away. We've had a really lovely gap between Christmas and New Year. And going back to school this year, and I've loved it. I've really loved it. So I found today quite challenging, quite emotional. So it's lovely to be live with you all tonight. I can see a few people have joined already. So just to say hello to you. Hi, Joanna. Hi, Margaret. Happy New Year to you and yours as well. Hi, Mel. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Jane. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Shaz. And hi, Maria. Happy New Year to you as well. So we've covered New Year. What did we do for New Year's? We spent New Year's with some friends. And then saw my parents, and for Christmas we were just at home. We were here with my folks and then at Darren's folks, so very, very relaxing, just what we all needed, and it was just really enjoyable. It was lovely to be together. We always like to buy we always like to buy new games, card games, ball games for Christmas. So we spent a lot of our time reading instructions, reading rules, arguing about the rules, playing different games, and just having a really nice amount of quality time together. So I'm very sad that it's over. I'm not ready for the routine of school and work and fitting crafting in and clubs and everything else that comes with term time. So 29 days till half term, not that I'm counting. So Christmas has been, New Year has been, and we've got a new catalogue starting tomorrow. So tomorrow, or 11 o'clock tonight in the UK, we have the Celebration promotion going live. We have the new mini catalogue going live, and we have the new scrapbooking brochure going live. So there is a lot to take in. I will be sharing everything that you need to know in my newsletter, which will come out hopefully tonight at 11, all being well. And it will detail everything. If you have any questions at any stage, please reach out. Please get in touch. You can find me on Facebook or just go to my website and hit contact me. But there is a lot going on. It's a lot to take in all in one go. And I'm still getting to grips with everything myself. But the important thing is Celebration is here. Celebration is the best promotion of the year. It's the promotion where you can earn free product. You can join the Stampin' Up community with a fabulous joining offer. You can get discount on new products, and new year, new start. It's great. I love it. So tonight I thought I would share with you some of the Celebration products. I have most of them. And we'll do a little bit of crafting. I'm going to ease myself back in gently. I've not done much crafting over Christmas. I took the whole of the Christmas period off. The doors were locked. We just didn't come in here. It was lovely. Well, it wasn't lovely because I love it out here, but it was lovely to just completely switch off. So I'm back. I've tidied my desk. I've done a bit of colouring. I've made 1 or 2 projects for the artisan team. And not really done a huge amount, so this will be interesting. It's either going to go really well or I'm going to be really rusty and everything will go in the bin. So we'll find out. The bin's full, so I can't put anything in it. So let's just have a little round up. Hi Jackie, hi Patricia, happy new year my lovely, and Marga, happy new year, watching from Serbia. Oh, that sounds exciting. Travel safe my dear. So I will flip over to my desk. I will talk you through some of the Celebration products, and we'll go from there. But as always, do comment along, add your questions, talk amongst yourselves, and I hope you've got a nice cup of tea or coffee to keep you company. Let's go. Where do I find it? I've even forgotten how to use the system. It's quite funny. Here we go. I'm in the wrong place totally. Let's go. Right, new desk. So Celebration is starting. Let's grab a catalogue. I can't show you inside the catalogue just yet, but this is the little mini catalogue that talks you through all of Celebration. Hi, Kelly. So Celebration, it starts on the 7th of January and runs till the end of February, and it is your chance to get lots, to connect with others and earn a free product. That's all I can show you. I can't show you the inside. But basically, with Stampin' Up, I'm going to talk about the UK offer because my customers are here in the UK. But this is available globally. So do reach out to your local demonstrator if you are anywhere other than the UK. So with this promotion, you can earn free products when you shop, and the levels have changed a little bit. So from this year, with every £55 or £110 you spend on Stampin' Up products before shipping and handling, you can choose a free Celebration product from this brochure. Now, I've shared a few little sneak peeks over the last few weeks, but we're going to start with this stamp set, Documenting the Day. Really nice stamp set. It is a photopolymer one, so it is see-through, and it's great for all you scrapbook lovers. So you have a large sentiment that says day, and then you have these add-on sentiments. So we have what a wonderful, documenting the, oh what a, one fine, in the sun, and a perfect. And then you have these two nice images. I did get some chance to use this, and I'll share with you what I've made. So I've shared a couple of these. Actually, I'll just share one. So this is a scrapbook page that I've made inspired with this stamp set. So there's the stamp set used just there. Mel's got this one. Great choice, Mel. I love it. I'm really making an effort to get back into my scrapbooking this year. So you'll see this used throughout January. Now, you can see on this page we have some papers. These are the Bloom Impressions Designer Series papers, and they're 12 by 12. And I've used some of them here on this page. So these flowers are cut from the paper, as are these background squares as well. So that is a £55 one. My favourite is the Friendly Seagulls stamp. I love this. I love being by the beach. The beach and the seaside is my happy place. I love nothing more than a stroll along the seaside with a bag of chips and ice cream. That is a good day out to me. So this jumped into my basket, or should I say flew into my basket. And I've shared a couple of projects with this as well. So you have this one here, which was my interesting wreath card. And I'm about to share something on my blog, which looks like this. I won't show you anything else, but I've added in both of these. So I've used the Documenting the Day stamp set and the seagulls here, and some of the Bloom Impressions paper. Okay. Margaret's put, I'm having trouble in stamping the Big Day stamp nicely. Do I have some tips? So for me, it's stamped pretty well, actually. I've used a dark ink pad, and you can see it has stamped fairly solidly. I always like to go over my large photopolymer stamps with an eraser first, just to kind of scrub off any residue from the manufacturing process. Try that, give it a bit of a clean with your stamp scrub or your chamois, and then see if it stamps better. If it doesn't stamp better, it might be worth contacting Stampin' Up. Maybe there's an error with the stamp set, but give it a try. Hope it works, Margaret. Then we have I'm just trying to remember what's in here, Pick a Season stamp set, which is a really cute builder style stamp set. So it builds a tree, and you have these lovely add-on images to create a nice scene. They're perfect for this time of year. You've got some nice flowers, and you've got some love hearts for Valentine's Day and some eggs for Easter. That one is also a photopolymer. Then what else do we have? We have these lovely embellishments, these lovely sequins. These are the purple adhesive backed sequins. So you've got 3 different shades of purple. You could say they're pink. And then these are white iridescent. So they are fab. I've used those a lot so far. You've also got some seam binding ribbon. We had this previously and it was white seam binding ribbon. It is 1 centimetre in width. And there is 9 meters on that roll. So that's free with a £55 order. What else have I got in my box? Oh, here we go. I also have an embossing folder. This is the Starstruck embossing folder. And I'm just going to make sure I tell you the right thing. This one is also free with a £55 order. I'm going to use that tonight, that one. And then lastly, we have this Corner in Bloom stamp set. So Corner in Bloom stamp set, it is one of the larger items. It's a huge stamp set. Really gorgeous images. And that's free with an order for £110. There are other products that you can choose from. I haven't got all of them, like I said. I had most, but not all. And then we have a lovely joining offer. So the joining offer, you can choose, both offers cost £99 here in the United Kingdom. And you have two options. You can choose £160 worth of free product, or you can choose £130 worth of product and 2 sets of Stampin' Right markers, and you will receive a free stamp set that is in the catalogue. I haven't got it, so I can't show you, but everything will be available from 11 o'clock tonight on the Stampin' Up website. So that's Stampin' Up in a nutshell. I'm going to start with these two. I think I really like these two. And maybe let's use this one, because that one has some sentiments in. I'm really struggling for sentiments at the moment. I need to have a little look through the catalogue and choose some stamp sets with some updated sentiments. So what papers have I got here? I've got pinks and I've got yellows. What have I got left in my little pack? Let's have a look. This is all I've got left of one pack of this DSP. So let's have a look. We've got some pinky. Let's have some pinky. That's a nice purple. A purple, that's a nice green. Oh dear, green. And let's have some more pinky. Just seeing if I have any purple. No, I haven't got any purple. So let's have a little go with this, shall we? Let's add this Corner in Bloom stamp to a block. So Margot, what I meant was just take a, where my eraser is, here it is. You just want to take a regular eraser and just give it a little bit of a rub across the stamp, and it just takes off the sort of stickiness, the sticky residue that just naturally gets onto the stamp as part of the manufacturing process. You just want to rinse it off with your stamp scrub. You don't have to do that. Some of them are fine, but others, it's just a little tip. So there's my stamp scrub. So let's take some of these and let's add it to a little block. This one here is a whopper. I absolutely love it. You need you need the big block to mount this onto. Grab some white cards. So I have here Starstruck embossing folder. This is one of the, it's not 3D, so it's one of the thinner ones. And it's actually really, really nice. So let's do some, let's emboss a piece of this, shall we? I'm going to cut that down to size once I've used it. So let's just emboss that. Well, that's really pretty, actually. I'm pleased with that. I will try it again because I did it with the eraser but didn't get a nice stamped image. Oh, hopefully you don't have to contact DIY support, but good luck, my dear. So there you have the embossed DSP. What I love about embossing DSP is it kind of breaks the, not breaks, but it, I guess that's the right word. You can see the white cardstock kind of coming through. and I quite like that effect. So let's do what I always do with some embossing, and let's take a blending brush to it, shall we? Let's get some Lost Lagoon. Or should we cut it down? Let's cut it down to the size we want. That might be a good place. Let's cut this down to the size, just smaller than a card front. So let's cut this to 10 centimetres. 10 centimetres by 14.4 centimetres. So we know that is just half a centimetre smaller than our card front. So this is Lost Lagoon ink that I'm adding here, and it's just going to darken up this piece of DSP that I've used, and it's just going to bring out that pattern. We go around the edge. So, did anyone get any interesting Christmas presents this year? Or did you give any interesting Christmas presents this year? Did you have any unwanted Christmas presents? So this is definitely changing this slide. It's making it look a bit moody. Okay, I quite like that. That definitely looks a bit moody, doesn't it? I got lots of Lego. Oh, Maria, I love a Lego. What set did you get? Tell me, tell me, tell me. This looks quite nice. Look at those two together. They're a bit striking, aren't they? So let's do some, get some white card. It's my birthday tomorrow, so looking forward to crafty goodness coming my way. Happy birthday tomorrow, Shaz. I hope you have a lovely celebration and day. Let's cut a card base. The card base I'm going to cut is 10.5 centimetres wide. And I'm going to score this at 14.9, which is my halfway point. So there we have our DS, but I do love how moody that is. Oh, Marie, you collect the Christmas sets and some of the botanical sets. That's really nice. I've got some of the flowers, and I got the Wicked Alphabet and Galinda set for Christmas. So I made that today and was very happy. Shaz has got a new catalogue just for my birthday. Perfect. Just in time. So we have that. Now let's do some stamping. Let's stamp some of these images and see what we think. I'm going to stamp with Memento. Oh, the Disney Up House. I love the Up House. Love a good old Lego session. I hope the children are feeling better. Okay, so we have this here. So that looks something like that, but I don't just want to use it like that. So let's grab a little die, and I want the die from the birthday celebration. Now, does that fit? This is a good way to test what's going to fit on these dies. So that is not going to fit, but I have an idea. So let's colour it in. So what colours do we need? Let's go really light, shall we? Let's have some soft seafoam. They're better, thanks. Just the arguing returned after they caught up on sleep. They must be feeling better if they're arguing. I always say that's a surefire way to tell that they're on the mend. Okay, so I'm just colouring in these leaves. This is dark soft seafoam. I feel like there's a lot of sets in the new catalogue and in the celebration offer this year that are perfect for colouring. I've really enjoyed my colouring over Christmas. I know I said I hadn't been in here, so what I did is I stamped some images and just took them indoors with me to colour with my little clipboard. I was quite happy. I'm going to use some Lost Lagoon over the top of this. Granddaughter had the library Lego. Oh, I've not seen that one. I'll have to have a look. And Joanna got books, and more books, plus vouchers for books. I wonder why. Joanna, you'll have to let us know what's on your reading list at the moment, or what books you've read so far this year. Might be easier. So this is soft. So I know this is Lost Lagoon light that I'm layering over this. So you get a really nice shade of green with those two. It works really well with the paper. Okay, so that's dark soft seafoam and light Lost Lagoon. I'm just layering a bit of colour between them. So this is going over again, just with the dark, and I'm just going over where the two colours meet. And what it does is it just blurs and blends that really nicely. Okay. So for my flowers, what colour should we do the flowers? Maria got the library book too, but it was a gift with a purchase, so you may have to look on eBay. Oh, okay, I'll have a look. And Mel said, I think my daughter read 187 books last year. She didn't have a day where she didn't read. Well, I read 20, and I was really pleased with that. It just amazes me how quick people can read. It's just incredible. I'm going to do the flowers. I'm going to do the flowers in a bit of plum cake. Just adding a bit of dark to the centres. And basic beige would work really nicely with this colour palette. There we go. Okay, so here comes Joanna with her book recommendations. Ward D by Frida McFadden. Oh, I love Frida McFadden. The Stranger in Her House, Truth, Truth, Lie, Don't Let Him In, Lisa Jewell. I do really like Lisa Jewell as an author. And The Bachelorette Party. Oh, I will make a list of those. Mel, she has a Kindle. Do you know what? I have a Kindle and the thing's never charged. That'll make you laugh. Story of my life, that. I even have Kindle Unlimited, but it's never charged. I do use it on my phone, though. And then Joanna's I read every day. And Maria, I'm never really happy with my colouring. Where do we start unpicking that one, Maria? I would say if you're not happy, just keep practicing. Choose a medium, so choose blends or choose pencils, and just keep practicing until you're happy. I've learned over the years, many years, to try not to overthink it, because I'm sure it looks lovely. Okay, so there we have my colours. It's a nice colour combination, isn't it? And I don't really know where it came from in my brain, but it's there now. So we'll go with it. So with this set, there aren't dies, sadly. So you're going to sit there and watch me fussy cut this. Or not sit there and watch me fussy cut it. It's up to you. It's not too tricky. I'm just going to go around the edges. Oh, there we go. We're back on focus now. Let's go around this. This is actually quite a nice colour combination. I quite like it. So another question. Oh, I enjoyed the Christmas present question. Did anyone make any New Year's, I hate the word resolutions, New Year commitments or changes, any goals? Anything they want to achieve by the end of the year? I like these colours as well. And funny enough, I honestly saw myself going with a purple theme tonight. But the night is young. There we go. So there's my fussy cutting. I'm going to cut myself one of these banners from some white cards. So just bear with. Okay, so here is my banner. And what I thought about doing is adding that to the top like that. That's quite nice, isn't it? Be kind to myself. I love that New Year's resolution, Sandra. That is perfect. So we have that and we have that. Let's cut another one from Basic Beige. Let's do some light green. To have lots of adventures. That's a good one. Where is your first adventure going to be, Maria? So that's quite nice on there, isn't it? Do we layer that behind though? Quite like that. Let's. What other images have we got in that set? This one would fit quite nicely. It's got similar sorts of flowers on it. This one. I've already broken my New Year's resolution. I think I broke it on. What was it the other day? My New Year's resolution to drink every cup of tea my husband gives me before it goes cold. I think I broke that maybe on January the 1st. Just can't help it. So let's just colour these flowers in again. And then we want our colour combination for this leaf. I'm going to lose some weight and try not to be so hard on myself. I love the try not to be so hard on yourself one, Joanna, and all the best for your weight loss journey. We got a camper van in August. I plan to go to maybe Cornwall in March and then a 3-week trip. Oh, that sounds like heaven. Have the most amazing time, and I look forward to hearing all about it. We would love to get back to Cornwall. We've taken the girls to some of it. But it's just, there's so much happiness down there, isn't there? So much lovely places to see. Lots of ice cream and chips. Love it. Okay, so I have this little flower. This is going okay at the moment. And then in that set as well, there was a single-headed flower. I'm going to, and it almost looks like the pattern on the embossing folder. So I'm going to stamp this with basic beige as well. I'm just going to add a little bit of speckling to this. Never been to Cornwall. I hope to go visit Carol and Julia this year. Where are they? Okay. So now let's think about this. Where did I have that placed? I had those placed roughly about there, didn't I? So let's stick some of this down. I hadn't even considered this set. I'm going to tell I need it already. I've actually played with this quite a bit so far. It will feature in one of my upcoming, I don't know how to say this. You'll see it soon. Let's cross that there and that there. This banner, however, I have used so much. This banner might be my new favourite thing about the mini catalogue. Maria hadn't considered it either. Oh, I'm loving it. Now, I should have stamped my sentiment on there, shouldn't I? We'll wing it. It's okay. Don't panic, girls. Don't panic. Let's add a bit of glue. That looks fab as a little corner. Right, now let's see if Day can put this there. It's not going to, but it's okay. We'll improvise. We'll try and improvise, and then if I don't like it, it can go in the bin. So now, what colour shall we stamp this in? Shall we go a little bit darker? Shall we go Pretty Peacock? Pretty Peacock's a nice little alternative, I think. One shade darker than Lost Lagoon, and I do really like this sentiment stamped in a dark colour. Oh, see, mine hasn't stamped great now. Let's try it. Have I got something on the stamp? Let's try taking. Let's try it. Better. Much, much better. So that's obviously too long, but it's okay because we can make them shorter We can make it shorter. We're going to cut it down. So I'm basically going to cut each letter out individually. Let's just follow this around. I find the gap between each letter quite a lot. So I'm going to shorten this. It's quite a contrast to the delicateness of those flowers, isn't it? Oh, this is going well. So now we have Oh What a Day. Oh what a day. No, it's Oh What a Night, isn't it? One Fine. One Fine. Let's do One Fine Day. I love that film. Remember that film? I feel like it's George Clooney. It was, wasn't it? One Fine Day. Come around that. I remember that film. I feel like I quite liked that film. I might have to go and look it up now. Quite like that. That's quite nice. And then I have here a little flower as well. So let's take these off, and we want to put this on. I don't really want to lose those flowers, but I think I'm going to have to. Just move that over a bit if I can. Okay. There we go. And then we'll go for that A now. Michelle Pfeiffer from Robert Redford. Why did I have George Clooney in my head? I don't know. Robert Redford's good, so I'll take that. I'm just trying to make sure this is straight. Is that going uphill? No, it's okay. And then we have One Fine here. Oh no, you're right. Well, they're kind of similar. I quite like this. Pop this on here. Here we go. And now let's pop that on my card base. Here is my card base. Yeah, happy with that. So let's pop this out. And then I've got some of these little gems, but it was Michelle Pfeiffer. You were very much right, my lovely. I'm going to use these whitey looking ones. Although these ones would probably look nice. Yeah, I quite like these pinky ones actually. There we go. And then I just need my insert inside my card. So let's trim that down. So that was 14.4. For some reason, my scoring blade keeps falling out of my trimmer. Anyone else have that happen to them? And have a suggestion how I can stop it? Now, do you remember that bit that I cut off? That embossing folder at the start. I'm going to put that inside my card just as a little extra. And there we go. That is my first card of the evening, all done. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll have a little tidy down and we will roll with card number 2 next, shall we? Just pop these little pens away because I don't think I'm going to use that colour combination again today. So we've used that one and now we're going to use this large one. Yeah, I'm happy with that as well. Thank you, everybody. Okay, so card number 1 is done. Let's move on to card number 2. And I'm going to start card number 2 by stamping this large image onto white card. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to stamp it twice. Right, so I hope you're here for the long haul tonight, gang, because I'm going to do some more colouring. And I'm going to go pinks. Should we go pinks? No. I know this is pink. No purples. We haven't done purples yet, have we? So I want Highland Heather I actually want fresh freesia. Fresh freesia, here we go. And I'm going to do what I would call messy colouring. So messy colouring is basically where I'm not going up to the edges. I'm going to do fresh freesia, Highland heather, maybe some berry burst. Oh, Petunia Pop is a good one. When is my first artisan project out? It's out in a few weeks. And I am very nervous. Very, very nervous. I'm sure it will be fine. It's a fun one, though. I think you'll like it. I'm liking this. This is going well. And then greens, I think I'm going to use the same green. No need to be nervous. You're fabulous. Well, thank you. It's one of those things, isn't it, when you've worked hard for something and it eventually kind of happens. It's just a little bit, nerve-wracking. I guess if I wasn't nervous, I guess being nervous is just a sign that I care and I want to do a good job. Oh, this colour combination is nice. I think it may feature the seagulls. Will it be a live one? No. So it will be, the post will be published by Stampin' Up. I don't get to post them first. So you'll have to keep an eye on the Stampin' Up social media pages. It's all very clever. Right, so there we have purples and greens. Why do I keep getting my words in a muddle tonight? Let's have some berry burst. Yeah, berry burst is good. What colour is that coming in? Some berry burst is going to work really nicely with this dark shade here. I'm just going to see. So this is fresh freesia. And this is berry burst over the top. It's not the one. It's definitely not the one. Where berry burst it is. Now I'm just going to go over some of these with that dark shade. And I'm not being too careful about where my colour goes. I'm just kind of getting it down. I put that on the wrong flower. That looks quite nice though. This would look really nice in shades of red done like poppies. Oh, I don't look at those. Oh, you'll have to start now. I will be able to share it eventually, but Stampin' Up share it in the first instance. I'm just going over it now with the lighter shade, just to blend everything together. And then Just going to move the edge of this one. That actually looks quite nice done like that. So let's go to Highland Heather now for this. Okay, so these colours are looking good. Where do you find it? So if you're on social media, if you're on Instagram or Facebook, just search for Stampin' Up and you will come across their account. Just make sure you follow it and then keep an eye on it. It's full of inspiration. It's where all the artisan posts get published in the first instance, and it's just a great place. Stampin' Up will also share other bits and pieces. So now I'm going to add some of that dark Lost Lagoon in as well. And I'm really loving this. Let me show you this up close. Really, really pretty colours. And actually, Maria, if you're still watching, my colouring is not great, but you don't need to have perfect colouring to make a pretty project. Okay, so now let's trim this down. I need to cut these out. So this may take a minute. I don't seem to be able to get the effect of the blends. So perhaps we can have a conversation about this if you want to, Maria. When you use your blends, I tend to think of them as a sandwich. Might sound a bit random, but if you're making a white bread sandwich, for example, it's light bread first, white bread first, then you put your filling in, which is your usually darker shade, and then you put your light shade over the top. So that's kind of the process that I follow. I do a layer of the light first and followed by a layer of the darker tone. And I do that pretty much straight away. And I do that in the areas that I want the colour to be darker, where I want the shading to be. And then once that's on, I then add my layer of light tone again. Now, when I say darker colour, it doesn't have to be the same colour if you don't want to. So here I've used two different colours. But that's kind of the process that I follow when I use my blends. Because what you're doing is you're creating the shadowing with the darker shade, and then you're blending the two together with that top light shade. I hope that makes sense. It does in my brain, which doesn't always explain things the way that everyone wants to hear, as my children would tell me. Okay, so now I'm going to cut this in half. So I actually need to have coloured that in. Look at that. Is that not pretty? That's really pretty. I'll have a practice. Good luck, my lovely. I'm sure it will be great. Right, so now let's do this one. Oh, I've forgotten a little bulb there. Just following this round. I feel it takes practice and a lot of playing to find what you like. It does. It really does. It's taken me a while to kind of feel happy with my style. And one thing I've learned since joining the artisan team is your style doesn't have to be like everyone else's. If we were all the same, we'd all be producing the same things with the same products, but we're all different. So embrace your style. And as someone said earlier, be kind to yourself. I think that should be our motto for this year. Be kind to ourselves. Thanks for that, Kelly. Joanna said this is pretty. I'm quite happy with it at the moment. I love these colours. I'm not usually a fan of purple. You'll probably see it's one of the least shared, least colours, one of the colours least used. But I do like this. I think I like the different tones, and also that green just really neutralizes everything. It's a good word. And there's another bulb there that I've missed as well. I think it's the same one. I'm going to do the same one, cutting it in half. Right, where's my bulb? There's my bulb there on that one. Okay, so there are my three. That's my colour palette. That's a really nice colour palette. I love it with a pot, a petunia pot. It's beautiful, isn't it? It's worked really, really nicely. So there are my colours. Now I need to decide what I'm going to do with it. So look at this on the background. That's really pretty, isn't it? I like that. So how wide is this piece of card? Not wide enough. So I'm starting with my card base of basic white again. I'm going 10.5. And scoring with my scorer that's fallen out, 14.9. Let's grab some basic beige. I loved that basic beige. This looks nice with these colours. And then I'm going to trim this down to 10 by 14.4. And let's emboss it with that lovely embossing folder. So we're using similar products on our cards. This wood actually also looks nice with shaded spruce. There is my layer. And then let's have a think about this, how we're going to use this. Where is, there's a die that I want to use. Where are you? I will know it when I see it. They're all falling off the shelf now. Had a good sort of my shelf earlier. I went through and took out all the ones that are retiring. All that have already retired, because there was quite a few that retired at the end of December, wasn't there? I wonder if we could create a wreath with it. Let's try that. So let's cut me a large circle. Yeah, let's trim this down a bit more. So we've got bits of circle now. Bits of flower now. Let's cut it. Okay, just ignore me. I've remembered what I need to do. See, brain is now failing me. Let's pop my die on. This is how I tend to start my wreaths, okay? So I'm just going to draw with a pencil a really light circle. And I'm just going to trim these bits down, and we're going to put them on in a wreath-like fashion. Love it. Okay, even if I say so myself. So now let's stick some of these down. This one here, I'm just going to trim it up a little bit more. Always use all of your pads. They are too good to waste. I do love a wreath. Wreaths are, I really love a wreath. I'm not going to push down too hard because some of these may need adjusting. And this is like a mini wreath as well. You could double some of them up if you wanted. I'm just going to trim some of this excess off just to get rid of. I might use those as little add-ons in a minute once I've finished. Okay, so now let's think about a sentiment. Let's put my circle back in there. If you've got some bits that are kind of not quite right, that needs to just come out ever so slightly. Right, stop faffing, do a sentiment. So sentiment, I'm going to choose something different. I want it as a banner. So let's have a look what I've got. This is a nice one. Every thought of you makes me smile. I love that. You can see this is one of my most used stamps. Love it. Let's use a little bit of white, shall we? Got my little white scraps pot. Okay, let's stamp this in shaded spruce. I've used this sentiment a lot. So let's pop that across the middle or across the bottom. I quite like it across the bottom actually. And I've got some bits here to kind of add in and beef it out a little bit if I need to. Right, so let's pop this on here. I'm not going to ink it up. Bottom it is. Where's my shaded spruce? Gotta love some shaded spruce. Or did I use Pretty Peacock? I used Pretty Peacock. Shaded spruce is also a great colour. Nice. So I want to create myself a bit of a background piece. So this measures, I don't even know what this measures because I haven't measured it. Just under 10. So let's do this. 8.5. And is it just under 10 as well? No, it's 11. So let's go 13. This is all by eye. I want to create as that's it. That's what I wanted. Let's stick this bit on. Done it in an hour and a half tonight, guys. I really like that. That is just what I wanted to create, even though I didn't know it. Let's just put that so that's in the middle. Really nice. And then I've got my insert to go inside. So let's have some more of that Pretty Peacock card. And let's go 9.5 by 13.9. One of my favourite measurements. And then I want a bit of white that's ever so slightly smaller. So let's go 13.4 by 9. I tend to just take my measurements down by 0.5 centimetre every time, and that gives you a nice border width. Lots of colouring in tonight's live stream. I hope you enjoyed it. And then obviously we don't want to waste these flowers, do we? So we're going to pop them just in here. And there we go. Definitely choosing the Corners in Bloom set tomorrow. You make me buy it again. Why do you make such gorgeous projects? You're making me go bankrupt. Bless you. Do you know what? I didn't see this evening panning out this way, but I'm just glad that you have enjoyed it. So I will just walk you through what I've used and my projects that I've made. So I've used the Corner in Bloom stamp set, which is free when you spend £110 here in the UK from 11 o'clock tonight. I've used the embossing folder, which is free when you spend £55, Starstruck embossing folder. And these are the 2 cards that I've made. So 2 very different cards, 1 stamp set, 1 embossing folder, 2 lovely colour combinations, if I do say so myself. And that's me done for the evening. So thank you to everyone who has joined me tonight and spent an hour and a half of their Monday with me. I very, very much appreciate you. Thank you very much. I will be live again, same time next week, 8:30 Monday evening for another live stream. And then this week I'll also be live on Wednesday at 9:30 in the morning for my weekly craft along, where I will walk you through how to make a fancy fold card or fun fold card design. And then on Thursday at midday on Thursday, my first round of January's coffee and card class will go live as well. So I do hope you can join me in one of those. Thank you for your lovely, kind comments this evening. I do really appreciate you. And in the meantime, if you have any comments or questions, feel free to reach out. I always look forward to speaking to you. Have a great week, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.